Cheers, guys. Here I am harvesting away, and I realized, you know what, I don't believe I showed you my latest haul. So let's get that done. I went to our latest thrift store, and I bought all of these awesome books. Honestly, I don't need more, but if they're there, I have to grab them. So yeah, these are, pretty sure these are all of them. So I got three magazines, and 3 books. And then this is just a super old paper pack. And the paper feels really awesome, feels really nice. To me, it almost feels like a multimedia. Sometimes when you can find super old paper, the quality is amazing. It's not that old because it's still in English and French. So it's been since then, but I don't have any date on it. Looks like it's Domtar or something. Made in Canada. Yeah, so I think this is going to be great. I don't think I'll keep that edging on there. Maybe for some, but probably not all. So that goes into my paper box. Remember, I have 1 box for papers and 1 box for books. Elements, magazines, and books. Look at how nice and small those are. They're slightly larger than a stamp. I think I have my stamps here. They're just possibly slightly larger. Oh, some of the stamps are even bigger than that. If you don't have a little stash of stamps, stamps do come in handy. Yeah, they're slightly bigger than a stamp, although some stamps are that big. And depending on the size of journal you're making, you do need super small elements. As I go down in my cardboard, I'll be making smaller and smaller ones, and I need smaller and smaller elements. And sometimes when you want to stick something right beside a writing area, you need the super small. And it all has a little name on it. Fabulous. And then you get into all of the elements. So if you watch my channel, you know that I grab these elements, and if I find a particular flower that I like, that would be not fun to fussy cut it out. So with that, anything with the blurry background, I fussy cut them out. Look at that beautiful one. Brass buttons, it's called. And then a lot of greenery. I do need greenery. That would be pretty hard to fussy cut out, but depending on the color of the background paper, I might be able to wash or use stamping ink and get the background the same. But that'll be nice. This is awesome for fussy cutting. Awesome. Look at how beautiful that one would be for fussy cutting, and this one too. See how it's a blurry background, so we only need the element that isn't. These are the perfect size for putting on my new lamps that I want to create. I'm going to do street lamps, and it's kind of looks like it's hanging down a bit. So anyway, more awesome elements. Oh, I like that one. Isn't that one cool too? They just grab your attention. Look at, if I had some trees, rather than leave them green, I could stick some of these beautiful buds on them. That's what we enjoy here, with fruit trees with beautiful blossoms in the spring. That's another great one to fussy cut out. Awesome, 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 awesome. Look at how pretty that one is. They just look so good in a page, I think. So I have my large perennial book, but again, they're different sizes, you know what I mean? And I actually can't even put my hand on my perennial book right now. It's somewhere where I'm fussy cutting, I'm sure. So this goes in my box of books. And this is an amazing, oh my goodness, by Roy Gallant and a National Geographic. Any National Geographic is excellent. So it's a National Geographic. It's outer space, the universe. Try to get it in here. Beautiful. So what is the year? 1980. Copyright 1980. So it's pretty accurate stuff. They've got scientific consultants, and then they've got this list of staff. Published by Picture Editor. So they have some graphic artists here. I would have thought that you needed more graphic artists, but take a look at those. Cool, eh? Thanks. How do I make you smaller? I really like to emphasize the art. So what you have in here is you have the Sun, Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, asteroids and meteors, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, Pluto, and the comets. That is very thorough. Let's just take a quick flip through here. I tried to put it in the center here. That's what this is supposed to be for, so I can hold my thing up. I turn you up a little bit. There you go. Hold on to it, pottery. Yeah, that's what you're supposed to be doing. I do it back this way. I mean, I'm trying to do elements that are very much more detailed than what I have been. I've been kind of just taking elements and just appreciating them so much and just putting them back onto another page into my journal and calling that, you know, a beautiful page. Of course it's a beautiful page, but since I've been looking at my son's Pokemon cards and how amazingly beautiful their layering and layering and layering and layering is, I really want to develop that. So can you imagine this is a background and me layering other elements on top of that? I don't know anything about science, guys. Pretty much probably skipped those classes, but look at that. Jupiter. I know it's tough to cut the books up. I'm hoping whoever gets the journal will appreciate this. Look at that. This is Mars, guys. What a beautiful representation of that with the color. Different moons. Look at that. Oh my gosh, that is such a beautiful element for a background. And then we could go techie And with this one, also do a techie journal. It doesn't have to be just using the amazing colors. I'm pretty sure there's some techie pieces here. Some wonderful lightning. That is gonna look so good on pieces, I'm telling you. It's just crazy. I feel like I'm so blessed when I find these. Look at that. That color is amazing. Another techie element. And you get some of the characters. And Venus. Okay, so you get the idea. It's amazing. Okay. So that is our universe. And then sticking with that idea of wanting to put new interesting characters on really cool backgrounds and trying to get some depth into it by adding layers, I think these guys are going to be fantastic. This is getting more into the character appearance that you would see in a Pokemon card. Look at how small some of these are. Look at how tiny that is. I guess they have names and stuff. That is all for answering questions about what the names are. But I just want the elements. And to make more children's books, but actually, you know, I think people that do Pokemon, my son is 30 and he's a massive Pokemon collector. So I think if it's done really well, I think this would be an interesting and usable journal for some of the Gen Z, Gen X. Look at that cool one. And then just that half of the face. And this, by seeing people putting crowns, this could be cool to put on an animal or something. Again, they're all together now. It's super awesome. And that is very cool too. I do have larger journals that I do, so a lot of these don't need to be trimmed down, but as you see on the latest journal, I do, if I want to frame it or put it into another element, I will cut them and get the parts that I like. But my son mentioned that when he's seen one of my Pokemon, when I cut up his Time Magazine Pokemon book, which I had to replace. I'd have thought that was a Dollarama book, but it wasn't. It was a collector. He did point out that I cut a piece away. So yeah, some people know. Some people know what the design's supposed to look like. I think that one's going to be great. I'm not going to cut these two up, but I couldn't leave them there. Like, they're on their last legs. Some of the magazines there are free, which I think these were. And there's no way. I'm not cutting these up, but I'm not leaving them there to be thrown into recycle. I actually might read this one, actually. And everybody loves Princess Di, and it's just way too pretty to not save it. I'm not going to make those into a journal. And then I got this Paris, which is gorgeous, amazing. First of all, there's the city of Paris. As a map, it looks quite different. I need you to come closer. As a map, it looks quite different. But I mean, let's take a look at some of these buildings, guys. These buildings and the statues in here are going to be a total game changer on my journal. Even this, it's stained glass and it looks super, and maybe it's part of a church or something, Notre Dame. Even this, putting one of those other characters on this, I think, because the black is giving the depth, and putting one of these characters on there, this guy for instance, gonna be amazing, guys, gonna be amazing. Anyways, I could be here all day. Let's do a quick flip through. Another lamp. You know, I did that one lamp. I actually did a second one, but I haven't used it yet. It's too simple to me, but this one I think I would like to try to copy, because what I need is I need this part, and then this part only some of it shows up, the rest of it is covered by the flowers. And then it comes, the black comes down. This one has carvings on the black too, but yeah, I think that would be a nice top design for a lamp, street lamp. Okay, there's some more of that. So when I do that journal, I could do another smaller page or a pocket with it. So yeah, I'll just do a quick. That's amazing. It's every page has elements. It's gonna be so hard because, you know, once I cut one side, I lose the other side. So that's gonna be the heartbreak of this one. But like I said, I'm pretty sure this was $1. And it is, a lot of it is in French. 239 photos, it says. It seems like a lot more than that. I don't think, oh, maybe back here. 1995, that's the year my son was born. So this is a 30-year-old book. Love it, love it, love it. So the other thing that I got is a hockey book. I need to make guys journals. Oh my gosh, I had so many guys in my channel. I don't know if they were subscribers, but they were watching. And because I like to make things for my son too, I do want to try to include in my journals guy journal. And I try, but they don't. Look at these kids. The centers, the wingman, and the defenses. How cool is that? So cute. I don't know what year this is. That is so cute. It's Canadian. The 2022-2023 season. So this is 2 years ago. It's so fun. But look at these beautiful hockey images. I love it. I love it. I also wanted to do basketball, and I looked at some new basketball books, and the problem is it's full of stats, like charts and stats, and I have no idea how to make a journal with just stats. And I love Johnny Gaudreau. I used to watch and be a fan of Calgary Flames, and I watched them, and they were, when they were all such a young, super young team. Love. Yeah, really miss watching that, but I don't have the right channels, so I don't even watch TV now. So anyhow, these are great action, great movement, and even a beautiful goalie. because if you can imagine, the journals that are going to be made will be the whole page of a journal, getting ready to make some really large ones. Don't see my book right here. Not very prepared today. Yeah, I don't see them here. Oh, this one is a page of it. This is a page of it. This is going to be how big the journal is. So I have bought a new book of that where you can pull them out and they come out as signatures. So these guys will definitely fit on one side or the other of the page. So I think I'll be able to make a fun hockey journal. And then you get these sizes, which are perfect. This is the preferred size that can go into any size of a journal because they're much smaller. And something to, I guess they have, oh, and I like these too. I had no idea. These would be super awesome in a journal as well. I had counted them, 5, 10, 12, 15, 18 different referee signals. That's awesome. So the other one that I got, I'm just gonna move these out of here. The last one that I got was Sports Illustrated, which I know is a super expensive magazine. This is back in 1914. So I got a football one. Again, I think this was in the free magazine, but I'm sure this is going to make a great football journal. And parts that are blurry and stuff, I think those will be great backgrounds for the Pokemon type that I want to do. I feel like I'm talking really loud. Anyhow, I'm trying not to be so quiet. So once again, with the blurry background, this guy would be cut out. And I think this could be cut out too. It's a little bit large, but I think it'll work across 2 pages. Just have that up there as a border. That is very cool. What I've done before is I've just taken the helmets, just the helmets, and those would be excellent inside a journal. And we could take a hand and have him holding something. Oh my goodness, we're at 23 minutes, okay. Okay, so they're coming into, so we got different sizes here. We've got, this is a nice smaller size. Total Domination is excellent phraseology. So yeah, we've got some options. I looked at these and not a lot of them are cutoutable, at least for me. I think if I was a guy, I'd probably like more of them. So I'll show you what I've got so far. Is I've cut out this guy. There we go. I've cut out this guy. I think he'll be excellent. I guess I didn't cut out other guys. I thought I cut out more guys. But in keeping with the idea that this is a guy's journal, I like the phraseology you get out of a sports. An incredible quality to have. Sell. I don't know, a lot of guys are buying and selling stuff. Whether it's cards or, you know, collectibles or real cars. Sun is always a good word. Never ever, and then I'm going to add this other one. I just didn't finish cutting it. I thought I did cut it out. Maybe I didn't. But I mean, I don't find obviously these words in my other magazines. So I think that would be great to have never ever rattle. I think that's a phraseology that guys use, I'm not sure. But anyway, there you go, $5. And I got all these fantastic new elements for new journals. And I'm just coming to the end of fixing this one. Again, it went in the weight. See how much better it's laying flat? Much better. What I can do is lay it in the weight and lay it this way to make this flatten out more too. I had it in just like this. So I have a few more elements. These new ones that I just cut out are definitely going to go in. But I also cut out these new cars. I like the color of that one. These cars are gonna go in, and then I just have a couple more of these. And then I'll be done this journal. Put those inside as well. And then this one will be finished, and I will do a fast short to show you how it looks. Alright guys, thank you for watching, and hope you like it.